Hey there, welcome to the Reinsurance Podcast, the place where we dive into all things reinsurance, the coolest part of insurance. We're your hosts, Jared and Ben, a couple of ex-practitioners who loved the industry so much we founded Supercede to tackle some of its biggest headaches. And we're here to share our insights and stories with expert guests as we uncover what's really going on in the industry.
Well, welcome back everybody to the Reinsurance Podcast here in Monte Carlo. Delighted that Mike van der Straaten has joined us from Antares. How are you, Mike?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Glad we could have you on the show. Has it been same old this year, or how's this Monte Carlo shaping up?
I should make up a story and say it's not been, but actually it has been. I think everyone's just worried about how far the rates might go down, but the initial chats seem to be in line with expectation.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. So past the peak, would you agree at this point, or in very high level terms?
Reluctantly admitting it, yes, I think we are. Yeah.
Well, apart from that, then I guess, because everyone obviously sees the rate story dominate the headlines, what are the other key themes you're seeing around the market at the moment?
I think property cat is one big one. Obviously, the hurricanes are still to happen, so the forecast is still a slight reduction, depending on no activity. But there are other classes that seem to be struggling. I think aviation is under scrutiny at the moment, which is definitely one. Energy seems to be receiving more reductions than people would like. But the other classes seem to be there or thereabouts. I mean, it's 0 to 5 off is a reasonable prediction, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess coming here as Antares, what are your main messages to the market this time of year?
We started a restructure and a re-underwriting a couple of years ago, and because of our new change in structure, we've got a commercial division, a retail division, and a legacy, and the entities now are working even better together in collaboration. So it's really sharing that and trying to find reinsurance partners that can partner across the group. We started that last year and we got traction, and this year there's a lot more interest to provide capacity for us. So I think we're not there yet, but it's the right signs from everybody.
Yeah, well, good. It seems like we keep hearing people say it's turning into a buyer's market, which may be good news for you guys.
I think there's always a discussion to be had and on what type of business the buyer can have. We concentrate on hopefully giving a good return, so it doesn't really matter what reinsurance we purchase. Hopefully both benefit, because longevity is the key for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And have you been coming to Monte Carlo for a long time and nurturing?
Now you're asking my age. It's my 17th time, but yes, it's been quite a long time.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. And how have you seen the reinsurance market evolve in that time? Has it changed much? Or?
The faces have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more younger people doing it. I do miss the business. I used to be an underwriter, a reinsurance underwriter. The discussions are still the same, but it's really, reinsurers are still looking for confidence in who they support. They can look you in their eyes, or in your eyes, and establish whether you're not honest but worthy of support, and that still continues, which is actually a great undertone.
Yeah, and I guess that kind of collaboration and trust is needed would you agree it's an increasingly uncertain world? Or?
I think we're not seeing as much capacity come in this year. There is new capacity, but it's not standing at the doorstep like hundreds and thousands and millions. I think the capacity's there. People with the wildfires, with the Ukraine losses, there's still a little bit of concern about how it goes forward. US casualty is not in the right area. So interest rates are still higher than people, I suppose, expect. This still gives a chance of maintaining the same business and hopefully getting your signings and stuff like that. So I think for us, we're projecting a reduction, but if we can stay the same, it's actually quite a big achievement.
Yeah, makes sense. Continuity, I guess, even in uncertain times.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess obviously it's still quite early in hurricane season, for example, and in the renewals process as well. But what are you going to be keeping an eye on over the next several months and beyond? What are the key things to watch, would you say?
I think it's having the communication channels open with the brokers and meeting the clients, and our guys in Bermuda and London have done a great job with that. Visited the client, got in front of the broker, and basically enhanced the relationship, and it's paid off this year. So more of that. Actually, the guys are working on new opportunities, which is also coming to fruition. So can't ask for much more, really.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And it seems like Bermuda and London, very popular operational setup at the moment, with obviously quite attractive to acquirers as well, as we've seen. How are you watching the M&A trends play out and the future of the London market and so on? Is it exciting to look at or to be part of?
It is, but we're a bit blind to that. We're still of a relatively small size. We're only about just over $1 billion. I think we've got a lot more potential, and now we're outwards looking rather than inwards looking, which we have been. There's a lot more opportunities, and even Group is supporting a lot of the expansion and everything we're going into. So it's the first time actually it's a positive outview, even though the market is fairly neutral.
Yeah, it's interesting. And as you say, I think we had the ratings agencies earlier in the week saying one of them did have a word that sounded a bit negative, but they pointed out it was just slightly less good than last year, but still quite good.
Right.
So yeah, it seems like there's quite a lot of positive sentiment. Would you say? Or
I think there is, and we make a plan, we hopefully deliver it, and we've delivered it so far. So even our plan after the wildfires, we're still on to meet plan. So I know others are not in that lucky position, but there's a lot of hard work gone into it, and we're really trying to beat plan if we can, but meeting plan is actually a good achievement.
Well, very good, very good. And people often talk about talent, for example, at the moment. Is that something that's on your radar at the moment as well?
Always. I think everybody's after talent. There does seem to be a gap in talent in certain classes of business. We do like to nurture our own talent, but like everywhere else, it's a market, and people have different. The grass is not always greener as people think. That's half the problem. We've actually had quite a few people come back that have left, which is actually very positive. I think we need to look after staff, and we do that, and that's really one of the top priorities. The business comes second. If you've got the right people, you haven't got to worry about the business.
Amazing. And I guess if we were to look forward a year from now, and you've got all these big trends going on, climate change and AI and everything else, what do you think we'll be sat here talking about next year as a market?
Well, it's right in the middle of hurricanes, so that's always going to be a topic.
Yeah.
I think we've seen some movement on the broker side. There still seems to be a lot of movement of people. I think above everything, I think people is the major issue everywhere. You can't avoid it. Yes, do you have a good result? So is your business profitable? But they're achieved by your underwriters and the good staff you've got, or the claim staff managing the claims. So I think people are always going to be topical. Hopefully there's a lull and people just stay where they are and continue. But yeah, that's maybe a bigger dream than anyone can deliver.
Well, we'll see if there's another reinsurance broker on the horizon possibly as well. So I guess
it looks like with WTW, that's also rebirth of the Phoenix.
Exactly, yeah. Do you think the market needs another broker at this point, or is there space to add something different that's missing?
It's not new people, it's the same people. It's just whether does the new broker add more hunger to the delivery. That's really it. But I think a lot of the brokers provide a lot of analytics, and it's just more than broking now. There's a whole complete set of services that are offered. Whether that can be also matched is a wait and see.
Yeah, very exciting times ahead. We're coming towards the end, but any final thoughts to leave us with before we let you get back into the fray up in the cafes of Monte?
I hope it's just everybody can be sensible. There's enough pie for everybody to have some. We are in a good place. Let's not ruin it. We've had the past that's gone bad, and I think we're in the right place to actually go forward in a good way with everybody. So yeah.
A great message for the market. Thank you so much, Mike, for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me on.
Been a pleasure, and good luck back out there in the sun.
Thanks.
Thanks for tuning in to the Reinsurance Podcast. If you enjoyed our show, don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review to let us know how we're doing, preferably 5 stars. For more insights and updates, follow us on LinkedIn and visit our website at supercede.com/podcasts. You'll find the links in the show notes.